Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Krame Center for Mindful Living. I'd like to welcome back those of you who are a regular part of our mindfulness community and meditation group. And I'd also like to offer a nice warm welcome to those of you who are new and joining us for the very first time. Just a little bit about us. We are a global nonprofit organization whose mission is to make the benefits of mindfulness, self-compassion, and positive psychology accessible to all. Our goal is to help people become more resilient and live better lives through our various programs. We offer affordable pricing and scholarships, as well as these free weekly meditations. So, our new theme for March and April is Spring into Resilience. And this week's theme is appreciating our good qualities. And I'd like to begin with a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. He says, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." And I just love this quote as it speaks to the wonder and amazement that lies within each and every one of us. Each one of us is special. Each one of us is unique in our own way. We all have our own strengths, our own good qualities, gifts, and talents. For many of us, it may be challenging to recognize our own good qualities. It's often easier for us to recognize the good in others. However, it's so important that we also recognize the goodness within ourselves. And practicing mindfulness really allows us to notice these good qualities. Having this awareness is so powerful. With this recognition, we can choose to use these qualities to positively and meaningfully contribute to the world. And if you recognize that you're not utilizing your best qualities, see if it's possible to offer yourself some compassion, right? Know that we can plant seeds. We can begin to put into action changes that we want to make. We can allow parts of ourselves that have gone dormant to come back to life. We can be intentional about what we cultivate in our lives, right? Whether that's choosing to use our good quality of creativity to knit a blanket for our sick neighbor, or choosing to use our good quality of strength by being supportive to our friend who's going through a divorce, right? We're truly able to choose how we show up in the world and what we want to contribute. In addition to utilizing our best qualities in day to day life, it's also important to appreciate them. Self appreciation may not always come easily or naturally. Just as it's often easier to recognize the goodness within others, it's also often easier for us to appreciate others rather than ourselves. However, by appreciating ourselves, it allows us to feel secure, to feel worthwhile. It helps us to feel confident about our abilities and gives us the courage to be vulnerable, to show up in the world with an open heart. When we appreciate ourselves, we revel in our own goodness. We have a sense of gratitude for the wonderful characteristics that make us who we are. And this sense of gratitude helps to keep us in a healthy mind state. Research has shown that we cannot feel gratitude and experience negative emotions at the same time. When we take the time to pause and appreciate the amazing aspects of ourselves, it can truly bring us so much joy. We each have qualities to be utilized, celebrated, and appreciated, and that's what we'll be exploring today. So, with that, I'd like to invite us into the formal portion of our meditation today. So, taking a moment to find a comfortable seat, whatever that might mean for you in this particular moment. Might look like uncrossing the legs, placing the palms in the lap, maybe even getting yourself a blanket, or perhaps lying down. That can also be a comfortable way to practice. And then once you've settled into your seat or the posture that you've chosen, there's an invitation to close the eyes or soften the gaze, directing the attention inward, bringing this inward gaze now. And gently resting the awareness on the breath in the body, noticing one breath in, one breath out, another breath in, and another breath out. And continuing to follow the breath in this way. Just staying with each breath as best you can. Continuing to follow along each breath cycle. Just riding the waves of the breath. And if at any point in time the mind wanders away, just gently coming back to the breath in the body once again. We can always come home to the breath. Maybe noticing how each exhalation naturally segues into the next breath. Maybe noticing the qualities or characteristics of the breath. Is it a long breath, a short breath, a full breath or shallow breath? Is the breath thin or thick, warm or cool, moist or dry? Just noticing and observing the qualities and characteristics of the breath. And now noticing where it is within your own body that you feel the breath the most distinctly. So maybe it's in the belly, perhaps it's in the chest, the nose, or the back of the throat. So just observing, noticing where it is in your own body that you feel the breath the most. Just staying with the breath that breathes itself. And now, taking a moment to reflect on your own good qualities. What are the qualities that make you uniquely you? What are the qualities that allow you to contribute to the world in a positive and meaningful way? And just seeing what comes to mind, what bubbles up to the surface. Maybe it's courage, hopefulness, strength, kindness, compassion, enthusiasm, gentleness. Just making space for whatever arises. And now choosing one of your good qualities. So selecting one and saying to yourself silently, I am, and insert the good quality. So, for instance, if you chose strength, silently saying to yourself, I am strong. I am strong. So, repeating this phrase to yourself silently, if you like, whispering it into your own ear. And now, continuing with this one strength, or perhaps adding in some of your others. So, for instance, maybe saying to yourself, I am strong. I am kind. I am patient. So, just doing whatever feels right for you. Repeating this phrase or these phrases. Just letting these words wash over you and through you. If it feels right, absorbing the words, letting them fill your being. Maybe even allowing the words to resonate with every cell of your body. And as you say these words, really taking them all in, admiring these good qualities, really appreciating them. perhaps having a sense of gratitude for the goodness that lies within you, these good qualities. And maybe noticing how you feel. What emotions are present for you in this moment? Perhaps joy, contentment, tranquility, ease, surprise. Just allowing whatever is here to be here. And now noticing where these emotions can be felt in the body. So, where are these emotions felt? Maybe it's a warmth in the chest, a tingling in the fingertips, an ease in the shoulders. Just taking some time to sense into this. And now savoring these good feelings, savoring this experience of appreciating our own good qualities, just soaking it up, enjoying every second of it. Just lingering with it for just a little bit. And then when you're ready, in your own time, letting it go and coming back to the breath in the body once again. And I'm going to close with an adaptation of the poem Unique by Ambi Alai. Because I know who I am, I'm at ease and free. I can't be like others, and they can't be me. I've got fading scars, an unusual physique, but it all works together to make me unique. I've got hidden strengths. Some call me proud, but I'm not one to bother because I know who I am. And just letting those words land if they resonate. Momentarily, I'll be ringing the bell to conclude our formal portion of the meditation this evening. And just seeing if you can be with the sound, allowing the sound to be part of your meditation practice. And when you're ready, just beginning to wiggle fingers and toes. So bringing some gentle movements into the body. If the eyes were closed, there's an invitation to open them now. Maybe just reorienting to your space. Maybe taking any other exaggerated movements that you might need. Just doing what feels good for your body in this moment. And I'd like to leave us with a weekly invitation. And this invitation is I'd like you to reflect on one of your good qualities. So perhaps one that arose for you in the meditation today. And then I'd like to invite you to utilize this good quality and then take time to really appreciate this characteristic, this special good quality that makes you uniquely you. Really savor that. I also have a few announcements I'd like to leave us with. We do have a spring MSc course beginning on April 28th. This will take place on Thursday evenings from 6:30 to 9. We also have a spring MBSR course, and that's beginning on May 6th, and that will take place on Friday mornings from 9:30 until noon. If you enjoy these weekly meditations, we invite you to look into these courses and join us for them. They're a really wonderful way to deepen your sense of practice and really go within. So I'd like to wish you all a really wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves and don't forget to appreciate the goodness within you. Bye, everyone. Take good care, and we hope to see you again next week. Thank you.